Assist we completely requirement yours feedback loop as quickly as probable. He's not the electronic mail you wish to get for a few days up your sensors are due to start to Mars. The recent phase, the nasal conical, had been winched up to the top of the start rig a few days up, bolted on securely and the electric protection finished. Above the recent few weeks we've been visioned the stack slow increasing up the rig at Area Start Facility 3 of Vandenberg Air Strength Basis, on 100 miles up the shore of Los Angeles. The nasal conical contains our landing module, stacked up in its heat protect how allows it to sluggish downward at the some end of our travel, 6 months and several 90 millionth miles after. We're due to start on Saturday, and the mists how include bin vortex about the start rig should be precise at 4 a.m. He's in previous begin but we'll be header above to be down there and see the start. Our mission statement, understanding, should be cost the expect. I've been work on receive a microseismometer on Mars for more than rather than 20 year, but I'm a late compared in several of my associate. Understanding is led by Bruce Bannard of the Jet Traction Lab. Bruce at first emboldened me to job on evolving earthquake sensors behind in the 90s while I was work at Jet Propulsion Laboratory, and now we expect to eventually see them on their path. The microseismometers are just one portion of the Mars Quake Detect tool, and Philippe Lognan has been work almost as length as Bruce on evolving in France a Mars counterpart of the top seismometers we use on land. Fair among the three of us, down there's almost 100 year of joint force. He's nice we all begun youthful. So how electronic mail was more than rather than anxious. We'd already proven all aspects of our tool carefully, and so far all was work really so. The just portion of the tool how we could yet verify out on top of the missile were 2 of our 3 microseismometers. These 2 sensors yet treated though if the tool himself was potential downward, time our tertiary probe and the France seismic detector would include to expect at low L 6 months to work once again one day we achieved Mars seriousness. But which we were vision of the recent testing upstart was sudden, and though was the really lowest period to delight a surprise party. The 2 sensors were not responsible to a calibrate alarm how we utilized to verify they were operational correctly. Instead of, they were both of vision a lot much stronger alarm. As we analyzed these signals, I memorable vision thing love the up. Our sensors are put along in their electronic equipment and proven in Oxford, and on Sundays we frequently saw a distinguishing sign in the cellar of the Physical Science Division. Oxford is renowned for its spires and on Sundays the chime towers of the colleges and churches oscillate as the bells are step. In comparison with the peals of the bells these vibrations are far too low a rate to be heard, but our microseismometers are susceptible quite to choose them up of hundreds of meters off. The period we were visioned the vibrations not of chime towers but the missile himself as it shook our 2 sensors. If I displayed the alarm they were listening love a link of piece of music, I could see a stable color, once again too low a rate to be heard, but thunderous to the sensors how were intended to discover the faintest of Mars quakes. Our sensors just couldn't listen the calibrate alarm we were sent to them over the notes the missile was sing. But the missile occasionally more than softly hummed, and later the clear twitter of our calibrate alarm was obviously detected. On Saturday our sensors will be rotated off as we start. If the missile was already too noisy for them for the expect on the start pillow, they would surely not cherish the cry of the thrusters. The following period we rotated on the sensors, they would be in the deep silent of the travel to Mars. We expect the sensors will later be capable to listen our calibrate alarm as we verify they include kept the start. Perhaps later they would be capable to listen themselves believe, or quite we'd see fair how peaceful the sensors themselves could be. The silent of profound area would be a lot superior testing for our microseismometers rather than the chant of the missile how would get them down there.